What's up, gamers? I'm the real big boss. This is Top Tier Gaming, and today, guys, we're bringing you another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. So there's tons of stuff going on right now. We have the World Tournament is happening, and that's what the main focus of this video is going to be. We have the Super Saiyan 4s are still out. We have the LR Broly banner. We still have the Other World banner out. We obviously have the World Tournament summons, so the Guaranteed SSR and the Dragon Ball Saga summons. All that stuff is still happening right now. But one thing that I definitely want to note is if you logged in today, you will have gotten a Dragon Stone. And what that Dragon Stone pertains to is this right here, the countdown to the 200 million global downloads. For anybody who doesn't know, on the Japanese version, it's already been officially announced that they are getting a ticket banner. And what I mean by a ticket banner is the same banner that if you were playing at the time when the 150 million download event came out, they had basically as many Dragon Stones as you had spent and used. I think it was like 1 ticket per 50 stones, something to that effect. You got a ticket, you could then use those tickets. It was, I think, 5 tickets per multi, 1 ticket per single, to summon on a banner that had all the current god leads at the time. So hopefully what this means, because this is just the countdown, so if we jump in here, we're getting a total, I believe it's of 10 Dragon Stones here, and that's it, that's all it shows. It's for 7 days, so I assume they are making some calculation that within the next 7 days or so, or whatever it may be, that we will be reaching 200 million download. Hopefully that means we will be getting something similar, like another ticket banner, which would be really awesome. I don't know if that's for sure. This is just speculatory that we're going to be getting something like that. But kind of the way things have been going, they've been treating global a lot better than the Japanese version, which used to not be the case. So hopefully we get something cool with that celebration. With all that said, let's go ahead, and also they will be giving us another legendary 10 summoning tickets, which is 1 summon for the LR Gohan summoning. We'll definitely catch that on video, and we will also be getting our summons from this World Tournament on video as soon as the World Tournament is over. But let's go ahead and jump in it here. This is the team that we're running on World Tournament. Now, if you have LR Broly, pretty much any team that you run that has LR Broly on it will make the World Tournament fairly simple. I run a Rose lead. I bring obviously my LR Broly, blocker here. He is for key for Broly when Broly comes up, because if you don't know, your friend's leader skill does not count toward you on the World Tournament, and Omega Shenron here is basically another blocker, lowering attack, things like that. So let's jump in. This is not the only team you can use. You can do nuking teams, but I don't recommend doing the hardest difficulty if you're doing the nuking teams. So I'm second place currently locally. I'm trying to get to first. It's going to be hard, but I think I can do it. I think I can push this weekend. This will probably be the only video released as long as this World Tournament is on. I just wanted to get this stuff out there for you guys. Our current ranking globally is in the 2000s. My goal is to get somewhere around 500. If I can get to 500-ish, I'll be really happy with that result. And I have already gotten all the missions. All the missions are done. The missions are really, really good for this tournament. Like the best I've ever seen, because we get a bunch of potential orbs. You can get 4 Elder Kais. I believe, no, 3 Elder Kais. You can get 3 Elder Kais. Tons of potential orbs, which I've already used. Plus, you get the red Dragon Stone somewhere in here. I don't think it's not in the missions, I don't believe. But if you play the World Tournament like 5 times or beat it 5 times in a row, something to that effect, you get the second red Dragon Stone, which is the God Dragon Stone, which you can pull one of those cards. I still recommend Full Power Frieza, even if you got him the first time. Then you can open a Duke Path. He's an amazing card. This actually allowed me to max him out completely. Let's go ahead and jump in this. We're going to go through the whole World Tournament one time on the 20 times difficulty. So with this team, since the leader skill does not count, instead of bringing another Rose, sometimes I bring another Rose, but I generally like to bring a second Broly. Obviously giving us 2 chances to have Broly come out on the field. This is perfect. Doesn't really matter what super attack he's at. So as far as items goes, I don't even bring a healing item. I generally bring a King Yama, the Fruit of the Tree of Might, let's see, a Pilaf or a Baba, whichever one you want to use. I'm just getting rid of my Pilafs. I have tons of Babas too, 200 of them. And what's the other item I bring? Oh yeah, Poir. Strength Poir, obviously, so our Broly can get off super attacks in a pinch. We can turn some blue orbs into red orbs, and those are the best items I've found so far, because sometimes you need that King Yama, because if you're getting attacked by Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Gogeta and things like that, they'll do tons of damage. Just like a regular attack will do like 80,000 damage, and you only have 100,000 health. So King Yama can definitely come in handy. So the way the World Tournament works, for anybody who's unaware, you have to go through this preliminary stage where you take on 3 other opponents. There's 4 people on the map in total. These teams are built, I believe, of they just take random teams that people have made, plus their own teams and things like that, the computer team, and they pit you against them. So it's considerably different than most other events from the game. This is actually a perfect rotation to start. This team that we're fighting is kind of cool. It's like all the old school Dragon Ball characters. That's kind of neat. But this is how this works. So see, we have this cluster of guys here in the front attacking. I don't think they're going to do enough damage to matter. So we're just going to go ahead here and let Broly do his attack. Now Broly will take out every single one of these guys in one hit, and if he doesn't, he attacks a second time, which is what makes him so OP, and will kill all of them anyway, even if they live through the first attack. Normally you'd want to put Janemba there, but the case in the preliminary is a little different. See how much damage they're doing? They're not very strong either. The difference in the preliminary than anything else is that you have to fight 2 other opponents, so you want to make sure you have Broly either on rotation or have a second Broly ready to go. See, he's doing 800,000, over a million. I mean, he's just dominating. He's getting tons of criticals. I don't know if that was our friend one or mine. Mine does have criticals in it now, finally. It didn't for a long time. But you want to make sure that Broly is making your phone go off when it shouldn't, because I love to do that in my videos for some weird reason. Sorry about that, guys. My bad. Anyway, so this is another fairly decent rotation. This might give me the chance to use an item to beat. Yeah, so we didn't quite make it on key. That's where our Fruit of the Tree of Might comes in. Just want to end this as fast as we can because we're trying to grind this, but I'm also trying to get a video, a little bit of an educational video on how the World Tournament works, as well as just, kind of showing off what Broly is really designed for. I mean, they very much designed him for the World Tournament. It just so happens that they released him again when the World Tournament came out. So he's only out for 3 days. I believe today is the 3rd day. I think this is the last day that he is available. I did one multi on that off camera. I didn't get anything. I don't even think I got an SSR. So I already have an LR Broly, a TUR Broly, and I've actually put a dupe in Broly. So I've pulled 3 Brolys in total. But this is just how the World Tournament works. This has actually been a really... So, see, Broly doesn't even need any key to super attack. And you want to avoid getting his ultra super attack, actually. You want him to get just enough key to super attack or up to 17 key. You don't want to get that 18 key attack, because if you're facing off against some agility characters, there is a chance that some of them, usually the LR androids, can't survive, and then they could possibly super you and kill you, because you can get supered in this, and it's pretty much an instant death sentence. Earlier, I was facing off against a Broly, and I wasn't bringing Pilaf yet. I wasn't really paying attention, and I was 1 win away from getting 20 wins in a row, and I was facing off against him, and he supered me, and I had used 2 Icaruses, so that's 70% damage reduction. He had supered me for about 280 grand. So pretty much there is no way to get it. And he will attack every single one of your characters, and he will attack every single one of your characters twice. But that can't even happen because you won't live through the first round of attacks. So you don't have to worry about it happening because you're going to die right off the bat. I think I survived the first hit, and then the second hit killed me. The second hit did like 280-something thousand. The first hit was against a blocker. So peel-offs or Babas are very, very important for these fights. Or Ghost Ushers, if you have plenty of Ghost Ushers to use. I don't recommend using them because you want to save those for Dokkan events as they get harder and harder and harder. You're going to want to use more Ghost Ushers. Also, for Boss Rush, Ghost Ushers are really good. So use those as little as possible unless you have more than plenty. So then after the preliminaries, so once you wipe everybody out, and if you die, you just basically have to start over, and you have some multipliers and stuff that will reset. But once you have passed the preliminaries, you go into the quarterfinals, and then the semifinals, and then the finals. And the way that all works is just you have to beat each round. All you have to do after the preliminaries is fight one guy at a time, or one team at a time. Come on. There we go. There's Brody. You fight one team at a time, and you go from there, and then once you get to the final, you start back at the preliminaries again, and you keep going. That's how the World Tournament works. Most people already know how the World Tournament works. That's just for anybody watching that might not. But this is, like I said, this is to sort of show you what the World Tournament's like, also to kind of show how Broly dominates it. You can also use a Majin Vegeta on a nuking team or something like that, or if you don't know what to do, leave a comment below, and we'll try to work something out, via email or something. You can show me what your character list is like. Wow, this is off to really good. I mean, we're going to be able to super right off the bat. You can show me what your character list is like, but we're going to go ahead and use this guy. This is a good demonstration of what he's capable of, because he'll turn these blue orbs into red orbs. Now all of a sudden we have perfect super attack string. Then we can use this. And both our brothers super attack. Not that we're going to need it. We definitely won't need it. But like I said, you don't want to get his ultra super. You want his regular super. It's usually not the end of the world if you get his ultra. And if you know you're going to get the ultra, you have no choice. Just make sure you select an agility character so you know he's going to kill him in one hit. Anyway, as I was saying before, let me know if you can't build a team, and we'll try and build a team together. We'll look at your character list, and we'll get something put together for you so that you can, compete in the World Tournament. You probably won't be able to, you might not be able to do 20 times difficulty, but you can do something. And trust me, 20 times difficulty is still really, really hard, even if you have a Broly team like mine, for the simple fact that you can get one-shotted by a normal attack. Just somebody punching you can one-shot you. You're not immune to anything with a Broly. Broly just makes it so you wipe them out fast enough to where they don't have the chance to attack you. And then for a while I was actually bringing Majin Vegeta with me too, just because I love using that unit. He's my favorite unit. My favorite character, for sure, and one of my favorite units. I was using him, and I was just flying through items because I was using the Fruits of the Tree of Might to get him up to his max key, or not his max key, but his 18 plus key super attack, and I was just going through my items way too fast to try and do that. I had Broly on there too, but to me it's more fun to use Majin Vegeta, but I need to conserve my items enough to make it all the way to the end of the tournament, because this is a 5-day tournament. They also have, I believe it's 2-day tournaments and things like that. So see, now this is where you definitely want your peel off to go off. Watch how much damage. This Broly is probably going to hit my Broly for a lot. So this should just give us, that just gives us a regular super attack, which is good. But that Broly, I'm telling you, we used our peel off, and I'm not going to use a King Yama or anything because we shouldn't need it. Actually, that Goku would hit harder. 68 grand. 68 grand just from a regular attack on our Broly, who actually has a really high defense stat before he super attacks. So that's, it's essential to bring the items that get rid of their super attacks, whatever those items may be for you. You definitely want to do it because reducing their attack is enough. See, he had to attack twice because they had a Majin Vegeta, Agility Majin Vegeta on there. You know, that he wasn't attacking this turn, so it wouldn't really hurt us that bad if he didn't take him out, but sometimes I've had it in the past bite me in the ass because I didn't take out their agility character right off the bat, or whatever character it was, like back when I used to use the Tech Majin Vegeta to nuke the World Tournament, which is probably still the best way. If you don't have Broly, that is the best way to play the World Tournament, is to get the nuke leader, or even a Gotenks will work too. He'll help, and bring a Majin Vegeta with you to beat the World Tournament. So, okay, here we go. Perfect. So that's it, guys. This is what the World Tournament is, and it's just doing this over and over and over and over and over and over and over again to get those rewards. And the rewards, to me, are completely worth it. And also, I want to note, too, local rewards. Local rewards, the World Tournament is actually how you get LR Piccolo. You get the Piccolo to turn into LR Piccolo. You also get the medals, which are called the Master's Mark, I believe. I think that's what it's called. You also get those here as well to get LR Piccolo. So that's definitely he's definitely worth having. You know, he's not the best LR by far, but he's definitely good, and he's great on a super int team. He's actually on my, well, if you guys saw my showcase video for LR Gohan, he's on that team. He links beautifully with Gohan as far as Ki goes. Attack, he doesn't really help him out too much. We're going to go ahead and use a King Yemma here as well, because we got that Goku attacking at the end. And even against Janemba, he can hit pretty hard. So we're just going to go ahead and use that. And we're also actually going to use our Pilaf too. And my Golden Frieza is pretty mean, and his super attack is pretty powerful, but he might not kill anybody here. We'll see what happens. I've had him additional, though, and killed 2 guys for me on the World Tournament so far. Those additionals in the World Tournament can come in pretty clutch, same with crits. 122, not bad at all, but Golden Frieza also had the type advantage. Look, I bet you. Only did 17 damage. It's actually kind of surprising because he hits hard. Now, LR Gohan, you see how LR Gohan's attacking? I'm glad we're going to kill him before he gets a chance to attack us, because LR Gohan punched me for 100 grand earlier. Just punched and took 100k out of my health. I thought I was going to lose. I really did. Luckily I didn't. It was insane though. It was against Broly, so that high defense, if I had had anybody any weaker there, they'd have been done for. So that's it for the World Tournament, guys. I mean, this is it. You know, once I win this, it's over. I've considered a win. You want to get as many consecutive wins as you can. You get multipliers and different rewards for consecutively winning. And that's about it. Then you go back through and back through and back through and keep going until you get all the rewards you want. And that's about it. We can go ahead here and look at what actually is coming in the World Tournament. We have this Vegeta, who's pretty cool, and his passive's alright. I don't like it when you have 80% or below health, because I don't know, I don't like passives that have stipulations like that. You obviously get Elder Kai's, you get these Hercule statues, you get your SSR tickets and your DB Saga tickets. This is the rewards if you get first place. You get 10 of those Vegetas, which I would recommend saving those Vegetas if you get them instead of feeding them to each other, unless you need a good SSR and he fits as a good SSR for you, then go ahead and use him. But I have the feeling that we're going to get a Super Saiyan Vegeta LR at some point, and I'm probably going to save those to feed into him, because that's what I did with LR Gohan, and I got my LR Gohan to Super Attack 10 before I awakened him. So just the rewards keep getting lower and lower. This is what we're shooting for, the 100 to 1,000 range. We'll get 5 Vegetas, we'll get 1 SSR guaranteed ticket, we will get a DB Saga summon, 5 DB Saga, Dragon Ball Saga summon tickets times 5 is what we'll get, 4 Elder Kai's, and 3 of the 1.5 million Zenny Hercule statues. And then the rewards keep going from there. Eventually it peters off to where you don't get any Elder Kais. And then so on and so forth from there. You also get a bunch of Awakening medals. You get all kinds of good stuff. If you... A rank of 3 repeated digits. You get Super Saiyan. Oh, I've never seen this. A rank of 4 repeated digits. I've never actually looked this far as to what these are. And a rank of 5 repeated digits. So, like, does that mean if you get 4, 4, 4, 4, 4? That's pretty cool. Or 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, or whatever it may be. That's kind of neat. So actually, we could do that. If we get 9999 or 999, then we will actually meet our goal of under 1,000. Or even if we get 555 and get another Vegeta, that'd be kind of funny. Interesting, a cool little reward there. And then obviously your local reward here. You got Piccolo. This is the Piccolo that turns into LR Piccolo. You get the 80 Master Marks. You get 3 gold summon tickets, a Dragon Stone, and a gold Hercule statue if you get first place. That's what we're shooting for. Right now we're in second place where you get only 1 Piccolo instead of 2. You still get 80 of the marks. You get 2 of the summon tickets, and then everything else is the same. So really the only thing that changes is you get 1 less ticket and you get 1 less Piccolo for second and third place, and then from there on, I think you only have to be in the top 100. Yeah, you have to be in the top 100 to get Piccolo. So that's not bad. It's not too hard to get in the top 100. You know, obviously, I guess unless you have a lot of people competing against you, and then it might be harder. And I'm sure in like more areas where there's a lot more population, it's probably harder too. It's pretty hard to get first place here, just because there's a guy who competes against me every time, and I have yet to actually get first place. So this is going to be my first time getting first place if I make it. And let's see, that's about it. Let's see how far ahead the guy is in front of me. Right now he's sitting at 17 million ahead of me. So I have a good ways. He's won it 76 times. I've won it 51 times. And the guy below us has won it 44 times. So I have a 32 win streak. He's got a 50 win streak. And he's won it how many times? 76. So he's lost. He's lost it at least once. Somewhere in the middle there. Alright, cool. So that's going to do it today for the video, guys. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, let me know in a comment below why, and we'll try to make it better for you next time. And hit that subscribe button if you want more content. And we'll catch you next time. Peace.